Game Pass is finally getting a little humanity, which is releasing for cloud console and PC today. Released to rave reviews last year on other consoles, this is a puzzler like few others. You're a ghostly Shiba Inu dog leading lemming-style humans through increasingly difficult puzzles. They'll follow your every barking command as you'll need to lead hundreds of thousands of them to various stage goals by barking out those commands. It's wacky, sounds great, and it's a ton of fun. So let's get into it in the XboxEra review of Humanity. The fate of all mankind is put in your hands, and you are a magical Shiba Inu. The game takes place in the void, where a disembodied voice guides you through as you attempt to help the vestiges of humanity through various brain-bending puzzles. The twist here is the mix of action platforming, as your ghost dog can jump incredibly high and even inhabit the bodies of those mindlessly following your commands. Every level has one or more entrances where humans will walk out in a straight line directly to their deaths. Don't worry though, every time they die, they're instantly reborn and they'll come right back out the door. Levels have intricate layouts with multiple ways that most can be completed. Where things get more difficult are the Goldies. They are floating larger humans that you must have your swaths of humanity walk, jump, float, and more through as you guide them all to specific square patches of lands to ascend from. Unlocking the Goldies gets you various passive ability unlocks, and you'll find yourself replaying levels repeatedly until you get things just right to snag them all. Humanity comes with over 90 base campaign levels and a simple but powerful level designer. If the game clicks for you, I could easily see 100+ hours being spent crafting and playing other user-generated content. Game works on a basic grid structure. You'll start out with simple abilities like turn, jump, and float. I played the game on console and PC, with PC offering up an additional VR mode that was really cool to play through. It's the same game, but now you get to move around the levels as a living camera. Humanity is chaos. It's beautiful and baffling. As I progressed through the title, things went from tricky to clever to outright nuts. If you find yourself stuck, the game will gladly help you out with solutions though, and while I never used them, I greatly appreciated them being there in case I wanted to. The controls on console felt great, even preferable to mouse and keyboard for me. You'll spend your time as a dog, running and jumping throughout each level as you bark commands that will then float over that piece of land. The majority of them early on are simple turns and jumps. The game does an excellent job of ramping up the difficulty. I never felt overwhelmed by new moves being given to me too quickly. The longest I spent on a single stage was roughly 30 minutes or so, as it had a lot of goldies and I really needed to unlock them for one of the more useful passives. Early on especially, you'll get a keep all your set moves on restart passive that's a game changer. Instead of having to reset every single ability each run, you get to keep what's already there, what's already working, and you can quickly try and change what isn't. There's a fair amount of timing that requires platforming skills, so if you're not really big on controls like that, I can see this one being a big challenge. Graphically, it's a basic-looking title with an incredible style. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people walking, running, swimming, jumping, and more on the stages at any given time, and I never experienced any slowdown. You can also dress up humanity in various outfits as well, which was a fun little bonus. While most of the levels are set in a big old void, the layouts vary a ton, and the solid controls let you appreciate just how vast some of them can be. You'll have multiple levels with specific walls that humans can climb up. You can't reach the highest heights without crowd surfing, so things like that add extra difficulty and timing to puzzles as you try and logic them out. And the audio is pretty typical for Developer Enhance in that it is absolutely brilliant. Sound effects and music work together to create an audioscape that matches the vibes that the graphics set. If you've played Tetris Effect Connected, you'll feel right at home. While there isn't the same level of vocals, it's instantly familiar to their previous work in tone and skill. Bug-wise, I also ran into absolutely nothing no matter where I played. Everything just worked, which is a really nice thing to get in this day and age. Wrapping things up, Humanity is an excellent blend of puzzle and platformer that has an enormous amount of content. It's one that will be in my quick resume for a long time as I jump in for a quick puzzle or two. It's in Game Pass at launch on Xbox, and I highly recommend anyone interested give it a spin.